Hello, angels. Welcome back to my channel. Here I talk about spirituality, following your passions, and I will also be doing energy and card readings. Today I want to do a reading with cards and just see what comes. I want to start the reading with an affirmation, but before I start pulling cards, I'd like to say a prayer. God, thank you for choosing me to be the vessel to deliver this message. Anything not of the light and the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. I call upon my angels, the divine, the Most High, and my ancestors and my higher self to come through and help me channel these messages for the collective. So, I'm going to pull an affirmation. I've been stuttering quite a bit, not only in my videos, but even just in my life, talking to people. And I've been watching some readings of my favorite YouTubers. I can share some of the people that I love to watch. If you guys are interested, let me know. I've noticed that many people are having blockages in their throat chakra. I believe that is because of the energy shift that is happening right now with the eclipse, and I believe Mercury retrograde is going to be ending on the 25th of April, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And then we just had the new moon on the same day as the eclipse. So many things are being released at this time. Things that no longer are serving our highest good. Okay, I got 3 affirmations. I was gonna just do one, but I guess we will do these 3 since, it took a while for these to come out. I was shuffling for a while. Okay. My happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my perception from fear to love. My happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my perception from fear to love. So that's the affirmation. I like to say the affirmations, write them down, and feel the energy, and believe that, because our beliefs create our reality. So if you are believing the affirmation as you're saying it, it's going to make a bigger imprint on your subconscious mind. Just sitting with the message to see if I get any channeled messages coming through from this card. So what I'm getting is that your energy is very strong, like the sun. It's so bright, and like the sun, too much sun does not makes you feel, I guess, uncomfortable. Maybe some people are uncomfortable with how bright you shine, which does not matter. You keep on shining, girl, boy, whoever. And you have a dream, many dreams, passions, things that spark a light within you. Maybe you're conscious of some of them. Some of them you are not conscious of yet, but I see this coming in for you. The more you dig deep down within your soul, you will uncover the dreams, the passions, your desires. They're all within you. Okay, that's what I got for the first one. I celebrate my progress, awareness, not perfection. Not perfection is the goal. So I celebrate my progress. Awareness, not perfection, is the goal. That's going to be the next affirmation. So each step that you take, you celebrate. You're realizing that you don't need to be perfect. What you're creating doesn't need to be perfect. Actually, the imperfection in your creation is what makes it you and unique. And you're starting to realize that. And so you're bringing awareness to this. And you're celebrating it. I'm so happy for you. And you're realizing more and more of your dreams, desires, and passions. And you're climbing that ladder. You're taking the steps that are necessary in order to reach your goals. I'm so proud of you. Yes. Okay, next. Creativity flows from me. I am a divine creator. I love that. I love this one. This is one of my favorite cards from this deck. You are a creator. You're the creator of your universe, of your reality. You are creating every day without, if you're, I mean, some people are consciously creating, some people are unconsciously creating, but nonetheless, you are creating. You are a creator. We create life through our sexual energy, and we create uh, our whatever, following our passions that's also connected to our sexual energy, our sacral, I believe it's the sacral chakra. Um, you, excuse me, I'm trying to gather what I'm trying to say here. This card is like mostly green, so green is associated with the heart chakra. So if you want to create, you want to connect to your heart space, and you're realizing the more that you connect with your heart space, the more you're able to bring forth the creations that you envision in your mind, and you're able to bring it into the physical reality through connecting to your heart and inspiration. Your heart is expanding the more that you follow your passions and do what you love. the love you have for yourself is growing. The love that you have for people is growing, for everyone around you, even humanity. Because the more that you love yourself, you're realizing it's becoming second nature to love others the more that you love yourself. Beautiful. That's beautiful. The bottom of the deck says, I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and at peace. And this card is also green, so I just think it's really beautiful. And it kind of goes along with the previous one. You have been more at peace. You've been releasing the need to try to get your point across to people, or try to have people see things the way that you see them. And you just feel free. Your heart feels free when you just let go of trying to be right, defending yourself. You just let people think what they want, you know? You know yourself. You know your heart. You know that you're a kind and loving person, and you accept your flaws, and you accept yourself. You accept the mistakes you made, and you choose to do better. You learn from them. And many people have trouble doing this because they distract themselves from doing the work. That is like the best way to put it. So the next deck that I'm going to use, okay, a card already popped out, is Notes from the Universe on Love and Connections. It's by Mike Julie. So the first card that came out, things are about to get really juicy. Ooh. A little heads up on an addiction that afflicts all really old souls. Giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. So you're not strange. Love the universe. Oh, it says, see, you're not strange. Okay, let's see. You're a giver. You have been focusing more on giving love, because what you give out to the universe, you know this to be true. What you give out is what you get back. But that's not why you give. You give up from your heart. You don't give because you expect something in return. You give from the heart. You give because you love. So eventually becomes an even greater need to receive love. I mean, you do need to have reciprocal, like if you're in a relationship with someone and they're not reciprocating the love that you give, then you kind of got to remove yourself. So, but also separating yourself from someone and giving yourself the space and giving that person space also gives room for you, both of you, to grow, so that you can then give and receive in a more reciprocal way. Versus if you stay in that connection and it's not a balanced give and receive, then That's when manipulation happens. Like we will unconsciously and subconsciously manipulate to get our needs met in relationships when things are unbalanced. And I mean, I personally want a free flowing relationship where it's like you're not forcing the person to give to you. Like they're giving because they want to, because they love you. And then vice versa. So, yeah. Don't forget the balance. And let's see. What things are about to get really juicy. So things are going to get really good for you. Things are going to get spicy, you know. Things are going to be revealed that you've been wondering about. So, let's see what else. Okay, I don't want this reading to be too long, so I'm going to just do one more card from this deck. Give yourself much more credit. A stranger than strange, preponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationships. Oh, see? Wow. Even though I used preponderance ineptly, this one is really good. Please ponder the universe. So those in great relationships aren't always. So this this is what I'm getting. You don't need to be perfect in order to be in a relationship. You just need to try. Because, okay, so if one person is not putting in like the equal effort, what am I trying to say here? Basically, relationships take work, so don't like you both people need to be putting in effort in order for the relationship to be good and to work. It takes two to tango. That's one of my favorite things to say. So give yourself much more credit because you know you know how to give and receive, and you know when you can feel when it's not balanced and you remove yourself. That is a very powerful thing. That is a very powerful gift that you have received, that you receive. Okay, the next deck I'm going to use is the Star Temple Oracle. I'm just going to get one card and then we'll read a message from the guidebook. And of course, I get 3 cards. Spirit, we're going to take just the one that flipped over. So the card we got is the number 10, Alcyone. I don't know how to say it. Alcyone. That's the star sister on the card. Ethusa, sun goddess. Lift off. I open my senses to feel delicious pleasure and passion. Ooh, this is so synchronistic. We were just talking about passion and, you know, all that. So You may have red hair. That's just a specific message for someone. You may also have brown hair, I'm seeing, but that doesn't matter. You can, that's just like confirmation for specific people. If the other messages resonate, then this is for you. It doesn't matter. But I was just, okay, so you have this reignited passion for your passions within you. It's this burning fire that's inspiring, and you just want to create, but slow down. Slow down though. Don't rush yourself. Don't rush yourself to try to get things done, because that is, you want to create from inspiration, not like when you feel like you have to. I saw this on Instagram, I shared it. Creating from anxiety versus creating from inspiration. Know the difference between those two, and create from inspiration. When you create from inspiration, it's channeled, it comes naturally, and yeah, it's gonna just flow naturally, and it's gonna be better. It's gonna be like your true authentic expression, and it's not gonna feel forced. But that's okay. Even if you have done it, like created from anxiety, just like that's actually a lesson for you to look back, for you to be able to know the difference. So it's okay. Give yourself some grace. So the message in the guidebook, the star words: start, change, play. So from that, just from those words, start. You just start. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, you want to create content, you want to create some art, you want to do photography, whatever it is that your passion is, you don't need to wait till you have the right equipment, till you have the right camera, till you have, you know, whatever it is that you need, you think you need. Just work with what you have. The greatest magicians work with what they have. You might be one of those type of people. Like you are one of those type of people that you can create something out of nothing. So that is just proof right there that you have you have gifts that you need to share with the world. The world is waiting. I wanna see your art. I wanna see your content. Start. Change change your habits, the bad habits. There's a girl that I watch. I forgot her YouTube, but basically she was reading something. I'm not sure what it was, but it really spoke to me. We are a slave to our habits. So if I'm going to be a slave to my habits, I'm going to be a slave to the good habits. So it's okay to have bad habits right now, but like recognize them, because they don't make you feel good. The good habits are gonna make you feel good and have, they keep you stuck too. The bad habits keep you stuck. The good habits are gonna help you grow and evolve. So if you're going to be a slave to your habits, you want to be a slave to your good habits. So maybe you've been uh drinking, going out a lot, and it doesn't make you feel good anymore. It doesn't fulfill you like it used to. So change the habit, change the habit, do something instead. So instead, you can go to a cafe and drink some coffee, get a matcha, get some tea, bring a book you can read. That's just an example. And play. So that stems from like the inspiration. When you're inspired, it comes from that like child, like, I'm just gonna take a sip of my drink. I'm getting over a cold, so excuse me if I sound sick or whatever. My throat is like scratchy. But you want to play. Get in, like, immerse yourself in that childlike energy. Because, like, think of children, they have crazy creativity. Like, they sometimes I'm like, what? Like, where are you getting this from? But it's because they're connected to the spiritual. The more pure your energy is and more childlike, the more you'll be able to connect to the spiritual realms, and you'll be able to bring forth concepts, ideas, creations, inspirations from that place. So if you would like to, so some people, okay, we can get disconnected from that childlike innocence growing up, like our society like completely pushes us away from that. So we're disconnected. The longer we're disconnected from it, it might be a little harder to reconnect, because maybe your heart isn't sure if, like, your inner child isn't sure if it's safe to come out and play, because you beat it down for so long and you pushed it down. Whatever it is people like said to you about you being like too much or whatever, like too positive or whatever it is, and like it just makes them uncomfortable because they want to be like that too. But you push that down and hid it away for a while, so like your inner child and your heart doesn't know if it's safe to come out and play. So like, play. If you want to like connect to that inspiration within yourself so that you can create from inspiration instead of like urgency, play, go draw, like take a pencil. If you don't have crayons, literally just take a pencil and sketch at whatever it is that you see within you. Just sketch it. If you want to write, oh my gosh, writing is it's such a creative like release to journal. So like you can write a letter to your inner child, like what your inner child would want to hear. It could be very healing. I've done it. I've also um, envisioned my inner child and like talked to my inner child. That was very healing. See, watch my previous video if you'd like to know more about that. It's like a little bit more in depth. So yeah, play. Go to the park and like climb a tree and whatever, like that your inner child, like go jump, like if it's raining outside, go run in the rain and jump in the puddles. Like do what your child used to do, like your when you used to play when you were little. Like when I was little, I used to go and like I'm Russian, and we used to make kasha malasha. That's what we called it. It was like basically like mud, water, grass, and like we would get like just a bunch of different like plants, and like we would make kasha malasha. So it was like kind of like a um what is kasha? Kasha is like oatmeal, like grits, like stuff like that, like a porridge, whatever. But yeah, I actually want to go make some kasha malasha right now. That was so fun. I felt like a little witch, just like stirring. Me and my friends would do. It was so fun. Go build, not build. Go make a flower crown. I used to make flower crowns out of daisies when I was little. That was so much fun. I want to do that again. When they start popping out, watch. I'm gonna make one. Okay, so now I'm gonna read the message in the guidebook. A clown's daughter of light, Etheus brings tidings of a fresh start and exhilarating new beginnings. As the sun goddess, she encourages you to rise like the sun and dance with the stars. Be playful and open to change. You will feel vibrant once again. Ventures that you begin now are blessed with abundance and success. The planning you do personally and spiritually will bring miraculous change to your life. Enjoy the journey and celebrate the wins along the way with gratitude. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that message. Thank you, God. Thank you to the Most High. Okay, so the last deck I'm going to use is, it's called Tune In. It's a collaboration between Ban Dotto and Taylor Ellis Morrison. I got this from Barnes and Nobles, this deck. The rest of the decks I got on Etsy. So if you guys are interested in any of these decks, those are from Etsy, and that one is from Barnes and Nobles. This one I'm using right now is from Barnes and Nobles. So I love this deck. It gives you like a message to tune in. You can journal. So this is like a little journal prompt for you if you'd like to do it. You don't have to, but I'm just here to deliver a message that God wanted me to deliver once. Ooh, I like this card. It's green. It goes with the other, well, not all of them are green. There's like a lot of pink, green, and a lot of stars in this message, and plants. Okay, so the card says, get grounded. You may have a cat. There's a cat on this card, so if you have a cat, confirmation, this is for you. I mean, that's just for some people. Like, if you know, if there's no confirmations that for you, and you know that this is for you, then this is for you. Okay? So the back of the card says, acknowledge change. You know that change is bound to happen, but it can be hard to recognize it as it's happening. When you're feeling out of touch, perhaps something has shifted. Try to identify the change in your life. Observe the differences in your approach, your circumstances, and your relationships. When you acknowledge change, you open up to the internal lines of communication. You're free to reconsider and to make the adjustments you need. Let change be an internal conversation starter. Oh, I love this. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of us are afraid of change. Change is uncomfortable. Ooh, I want to talk about this. So, when get you want to go take a shower, sometimes like you don't feel like going in there because like it's wet. And it's because it's a change from this environment. You're dry here right now, and then you have to go take a shower, and it's like a change. So some people, I mean, like I take a shower every day, but sometimes, like you get that, like where if it's cold, for example, and you're just like, oh my God, it's gonna be cold when I get out, and I'm gonna be all wet. It's uncomfortable because it's change and it's different. But then when you get in the shower, you you like the water. You don't want to get out. You want to stay there because you're like, oh, okay, now I'm used to the change. So now you don't want to get out because it's dry there. It's now another change, another environment, right? So I recognized this like within myself. So I was like, okay, Anna, we need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Be at peace with change. Because it's always going to happen. You have to shower every day. So it's like sometimes twice. So like when it's hot outside and everything. So, yes, that is the final message. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I love you. Thank you for being here. Bye. Mwah. Like, comment, and subscribe also. If you would like me to channel more clear messages for you, um, and so that I can pick up on your energy stronger, when you like, comment, and subscribe, you're like part of my community. So I will be able to sense your energy when I'm doing collective readings, and then I can pick up more on, specific messages for you. And it doesn't matter how old this video is, because, time is an illusion. Past, present, and future are existing at the same time. So when I'm tapping into energies, it could be past, present, or future, So yes, that is all. I love you. Bye. Mwah.